Hey y'all, hey, it's D. So I come here today to share how I budget my variable income. So if you want to see how I budget, hey, it's D. So y'all, I will go back to sharing my budgeting with y'all for my income that I use to pay my bills. So I haven't did this in a while, but if you are new here, I am self-employed and I have a variable low income. So what I started last year at the end of the year was try to get a little bit more organized with my budgeting style, and I do like to keep it simple and straightforward. I am doing the bare bones budget, so I only really budget for my four walls and taking care of my bare necessities and needs. So here in this budget blueprint, this is available on my Buy Me a Coffee shop. I do not disclose my mortgage or my tithe/giving that I do, but everything else is real numbers. So to help me get more organized, I set up this blueprint with the sections for my monthly bills, my monthly expenses, my annual bills, and my special funds. Now, the area that I was slacking on a little bit was my annual bills, but I do have them now noted on here and in a notes app on my phone, so I know actually when they are due and how much they are. As I stated, I don't have a lot of bills, and yeah, so on the 1st, I have my mortgage and my HOA that's due. And on the 14th, I have my insurance policies. The 22nd, I have my cell phone and internet. The 24th, I have my utilities, and I usually pay my tithes towards the end of the month around the 25th or what have you. And if you see here, I have no bills from the 2nd to the 13th. So that gives me time to go out there and try to make as much money as I can between that time. And then I have one on the 14th, and then nothing from the 14th through the 21st. And then I just have two other bills, the 22nd and the 24th. So I like how I have my bills set up so they won't hit me all at one time. And they are about 2 weeks apart, give or take, for most of them. Then my monthly expenses is groceries and gas, and I budget $150 for both of those. So this section right here equals a total of $627, and this section right here equals to $300. So every month I try to go out there and make at least $927 so I can take care of my bills. And yeah, so now we get into the actual budget for January. So my budget was going pretty good, and then we had this ice storm, and I wasn't able to work for over a week, so I did not reach the amount of income that I wanted to make for the month. For the entire month, I brought in a total, and this is after paying my mortgage and my tithes. As I disclosed earlier, I do not share those figures. And it was, okay, so I was able to bring a total in of $652.49. So I wanted to bring in at least $927, and I brought in $652.49, and that is $274.51 less than I wanted to bring in, and that was mainly due to the ice storm. So now let's go over here, and this is my budget planner. I do have a budget and savings planner available on my Buy Me a Coffee shop, and yeah, y'all. Alright, so let's see what my bills actually came out to. So I budgeted a total of $627 for bills. Usually these bills do not fluctuate much, and I can't really usually save any money on these right here. So my HOA was the $190 as budgeted. My insurance policies came up to $155.88. $1.89, so I saved a little bit on that. My cell phone and internet went up a little bit, and that was $81.56. And my utilities, I paid a total of $100 towards that. Now on my utility bill, I do have a rolling credit on my bill, so I usually only have to pay the $100, but I will probably be increasing that just a little bit, maybe next year, but we shall see. So let's add up my total bill. So this $190 plus $155.89 plus $181.56 plus the $100 was a total of $627.45. So after taking the income that I actually received, which was $652.49, and subtract the $627.45, that leaves me a total of $25.04. I was scheduled to have a total remaining of $300, but as I stated, I did not make the money that I was trying to make. So that's $25.04. Now let's get into my expenses section. And for the month, my groceries was a total of $115.83, and I do try to save as much money as I can in these areas. So if I do not make the amount of money that I'm trying to make, it can help offset that just a little bit. And for gas, I spent a total of $105.30. And this would have been more if I was able to work. I do work outside of my home, so when I can't leave my home, I cannot work. Alrighty, so let's add up my expenses section, which is $115.83 plus $105.30 equals a total of $221.13. Alrighty, and I had a total of, I'm going to take that $25.04 and subtract it from that $221.13. I was short this budget for $196.09, and that is correct per my pre-plan. So yeah, this is just reality, y'all. I work with variable income, low income, and it's hard. It is hard. Down here, I have the breakdown, and it just gives a breakdown of the figures so I can make sure that I do have my numbers correctly. So as I stated, I brought in, $652.49. My bills was a total of $627.45. And my actual expenses was $221.13. And there was no savings or investing. So now we're going to take this $652.49 and subtract the $627.45 minus the $221.13. And that is equal to a negative $196.09. So that is correct. And y'all, that is my budget. Like I said, it's unfortunate that I wasn't able to make enough money due to the ice storm that we did have, and I didn't work for over a week. So yeah, y'all, this is a realistic budget, and I hope that you will follow along my journey as I start back sharing my budget with me with y'all on a monthly basis. I do get paid on a weekly basis, but I do budget out all of my incomes on a monthly basis, and that is just what I prefer to do. And Where is this $196.09 coming from? Unfortunately, it's coming from my savings. So, y'all, it is what it is. I made it work. And if you have any questions about anything that you see on my channel, just let me know. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a hashtag savings, because your girl is partially living off her savings at this moment. And don't forget to make the money, but don't let the money make you. And y'all, let's go out here and tackle our goals as much as you can. And I'll see y'all the next one. Bye.